welcome once again to my channel, Spicy Talk with Onwadia. I am your love doctor and I'm always here to serve you. Today we'll be looking at bringing in a third party into your marriage. Is it right? Is it advisable? When do you bring in a third party? Who should you bring in as a third party into your marriage? Now, starting, a third party is a person or a group of people involved in your marriage, especially during dispute, misunderstandings, or issues, outside the couples involved. Now, this person can be a family, friend, colleagues, or even neighbors. So we have to be very careful with who we are getting involved into our marriage as a third party, because a lot of homes have been ruined and destroyed by just one single advice or counsel from the wrong party. So how do you know when to bring in a third party? When you bring in a third party, who should you bring in is something you should put into consideration, because allowing a wrong third party into your home can ruin your home, especially when the person does not have your interest and the success of your marriage at heart. So many people are going through worse situation than you are going through right now. So many are in terrible shape and condition, their marriages, because they are unhappy. They are looking for people to deceive so they can ruin as many marriages as possible. Looking for people to just join them in the bandwagon because they are not even ready to save theirs. So it is very, very essential that we look out before we carry our problems, our issues, our marital issues to people as a third party. Wives whose husband treat like slaves in their home will come out to tell you, my husband cannot try this with me. My husband dare not. And husbands whose wives disrespect so much will tell you as a man, no, my wife dare not say this. I'll get her packing right away. These things are lies. These people are managing their marriages. They are struggling to stay together, but will be quick to tell you they won't take some things from their spouses. People who you think are friends and families may actually not be happy with your marriage. Watching you from afar, they see how happy and how connected you both are, and they will look for every avenue, any opportunity presented to them. They will definitely use it to destroy your marriage. Friends who are not happy with you, watching you from afar via social media, or who knows you and they know you are very happy with your spouse, will use every opportunity presented to them to destroy your marriage, so you can also be unhappy just like them. So before you present your case, I always say, before you go to anyone, be it friends or family, not every family member is happy with you. Not every family member wants the success of your marriage, especially when they don't approve of your spouse, especially when they don't like the man you're getting married to, especially when they don't like the woman you presented as a wife to them. When do you take your marital issues to a third party? On what ground? On what condition do you take your marital issues outside to a third party? That is, if you must get a third party involved in your marriage. When it becomes life-threatening. When your spouse is violent to the extent of threatening your life, and you know you may not make it if you keep short. You know you may not come out of that marriage alive if you don't speak to someone. Not only when it's life-threatening, one, that you can take your marital issues or problems to an outsider to settle when you know that your life is involved. Secondly, when you feel miserable and all hope is lost, like you've been so miserable in your marriage, you've been so full of pain and sadness and sorrow, and then you're looking for a way out, you want to take the decision, you want to just walk away, then talk to someone before you do that. Talk to someone that can talk to you, that can give you an advice, someone that can look into that situation and see with you if it's possible, or if it's even necessary to walk away. When you are miserable, when you're unhappy, when you're sorrowful, when you're in pain and tears and agony, then talk to someone. Then when your spouse is unforgiving, after a misunderstanding or an offense, and you have apologized over and over, but your spouse is unforgiving, and you see it already cracking the walls of your marriage, you see that it's already destroying and taking away the happiness in that home, then you can seek the help of a third party to help you talk to your spouse to forgive you when you err and you are sure you have apologized, you have asked for her forgiveness or for his forgiveness over and over, but he or she is not willing to forgive you, then seek a third party, someone she can listen to, someone that can talk to her, someone that she can also pour out her heart and give a reason why she's not forgiving or why she's still feeling that way. Then on that situation you can talk to a third party. Then again, when you both have agreed that you cannot sort out these differences, like it's beyond your control, it's beyond your control, you can't handle the situation anymore, then you both agree to seek help, out there, to get somebody involved, somebody, a mediator, somebody who can come in between and help you out of the situation after trying all you can as a couple to sort out the issues. So when you both agree to seek help outside, then it's advised to see, to get in a third party into your marriage. What factors do you put into consideration in getting a third party? First, trust. The person you are getting involved in your marriage should be a trustworthy person, somebody who can take the oath of confidentiality, someone you can confide in and you are sure that the situation will not get out of hand. It could be a professional counselor, because of course they are obliged not to spill out whatever they have been told. So when you are talking to someone, be sure you can trust that person 100%, absolutely. It doesn't matter if the person is your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your spiritual head, but so long as you can trust that person, so long as there is trust, you are sure this person will have the interest of your family at heart. The person will not be biased in giving you counsel or advice. Then make sure to consider trusting before you go out. Another thing to consider is be sure that the person have the best interest of you and your spouse at heart. Not everyone is happy with you, like I said initially. Not everyone you see smiling with you is happy with you. Not everyone you see saying, oh, I love the way you two, you couple are born together. I love the love you two share. I love the connection between you two. Oh, you guys are loving. Not everyone. Some people are envious. Some people are envious. Some men are not happy in their home, so they will rather you join their clique of drinking gangs. They will rather you stop having time with your wife, so they will give you wrong counsel. Some women are not happy with you. They want you to be single or divorced just like they are, or miserable in their marriage just like they are. So what do? You are careful. Be sure they have your interest and they will not be biased in giving you advice. Then ideology. The person should have the same ideology as you have. The person should have the same respect, regard for the sanctity of marriage. If the person does not have the same mindset, and the same understanding about marriage with you, it will be difficult to give you the right counsel or advice, towards providing solution to your problem. So consider that the person have the same ideology as you have. Does the person believe in saving the marriage? Does the person believe in fighting for a marriage? Does the person believe in working out your differences? If he or she is the person that will quickly say, no, you shouldn't take this, walk away, then be sure that the person will be biased when counseling you. Lastly, be sure that the person is someone your spouse have high regards and respect for. If your spouse does not respect anyone and does not listen to anyone, it will be difficult to get the third person to talk to him or her. As a single lady, as a single guy, do not get married to someone who has no respect or regard for anyone, because when a time will come, you definitely need somebody to talk to him or her. You cannot exclude a third party completely from your home, but when it's necessary and absolutely necessary to get a third person, be sure that your spouse have regard and respect for people, especially family members or spiritual heads. Concluding, be absolutely sure that it's necessary before you get a third party involved. Try as much as possible to work out your differences, sort out your differences, talk to each other, communicate well. Communicate well before you get a third party. Be sure that you have exhausted every avenue within your powers to sort out your differences and to resolve your conflict before getting a third party involved. And if you must get a third party involved, please consider the necessary tips that I have given out in picking who you should talk to, who you should confide in. And only when it's life-threatening, when your happiness is at stake, when the marriage is at the verge of breaking up, When it's absolutely necessary, then you can get a third party involved. Be careful who you talk to. Remember, there is nothing, absolutely nothing God cannot do. Go on your knees and pray to God. Talk to God before you try resolving your conflict. God will always give you the right word to say. He will always speak to you. He will set the stage. So talk to God, pray, and try as much as possible to resolve. As soon as you have a conflict, resolve it. Do not let it sit for hours. Do not let it sit for days. It's very dangerous. Do not let it sit for long. The devil is wicked. The devil is walking up and down looking for homes and marriages to break up. So protect your marriages, love your spouse, and do all you can to keep your union intact. I am your love doctor. Until I come your way again with another interesting topic, for now I say stay blessed. Bye bye.